Yeah, I'll lube you. Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Physical Media. My name is John.
And my name is Matt.
And we like to start off every week of the show with our meals. And this is the kind of show where we like to talk physical media, anything physical media adjacent, eat some food, drink some beer, answer some of your questions, and all of that.
Yep, and again, just to clarify for our new listeners, we don't eat the entire time. There's just a segment. A few people like to see how much of a slob John is, and we like to show them. So we do a quick couple bites. We cut. We'll finish our meal, and then we'll jump back into it.
Yeah, and at the very end of this episode, Matt actually got himself a midlife crisis car, so he bought himself an 04 Mustang.
I have a lot to show off this week.
Yeah, and Uncle V wants to get a look at that. So at the very end of the show, because we know that our audio listeners will have a hard time visualizing an 04 Mustang, so we'll do that at the very, very end of the show.
The New Edge Mustang.
New Edge Mustang, yes. So we'll get to that at the very end. But right now, we're here to eat. So tell them what we got this week.
So a little local spot called Inferno's, right? Just not Inferno Burgers, just Inferno's?
It's just called Inferno's.
Yeah.
Not Dante's Inferno from Dumb and Dumber.
So it's literally a little hole-in-the-wall burger spot. And they have maybe like a Texas or a Southern vibe to them. You know, there's like saddles and stuff everywhere. And really cool place. And the food, phenomenal.
Oh, it's some of the best.
My mouth's watering. I'm starving. I can't wait to jump into this. What did we get? We got
patty melts, right?
Something called the patty melt.
Yeah, so, Matt. Actually, he told me this is what he wanted. I was just gonna get a burger, but yeah, it's like a square thing, huh? What is this?
Well, it's okay. So this is the problem with getting stuff to go. Is it's soggy? It's not supposed to be soggy, but it's just a standard burger, caramelized onions, cheese. But it's like panini style on rye bread.
Gotcha.
So it does look fantastic. I've had it before there where it's not soggy like this, but I'm sure it's still good.
Let me see.
So why don't you dive right in?
Oh, that is really good. Holy shit.
On the side.
Oh yeah, show them the onion straws.
We got onion straws. So what I want you to do is peel that bread up.
Oh, and throw an onion straw on there, right?
Throw a pinch of onion straws on there.
That's a good idea.
That's a game changer right there.
I agree. Let me see that. Because we used to have a local place called Good Steer. And they used to have a burger there called a Cheese Dream, and they would do the same thing. They'd put the onion straws on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was a good thing. And I also got some fries with some cheese on the side like so. So you dip the fry in and
Yeah, just like an animal. Now, I know you need them more than me, but can I have one napkin?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I gave you like 6 just because.
Just to be safe?
Yeah.
No, these are a greasy mess. Look at the bag.
Yeah, they are definitely, they don't skimp on the grease.
No, it reminds me of that episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where whoever his friend was brought him back a Philly cheesesteak and the bag is soaked in grease. No, that's a fucking burger.
Good, right?
It is. I was a little nervous. I didn't realize this was the bread. So when I got it, I was like, it looks like a
grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese, or what were those things? Steakums. My mom was a big Steakum fan.
Oh, and then we got, John likes to do the beer, so we did a Montauk Brewing Summer Ale.
So Montauk is a town here on Long Island. It's where the lighthouse is.
Now, this is not considered an IPA, right?
No, I was going to get an IPA.
See, I'm not an IPA guy. I hate the IPA.
No, I got an ale because it's for you. Beer go.
Oh. That's good.
It's a good beer, right?
It is good. Okay, so the aftertaste hit me. Not terrible. I like it.
It does taste like summer.
It's got like that lemony...
Citrus.
Yeah.
Citrusy flavor.
That's what all the summer ales will do.
No, that was a fucking good beer.
So, I mean, I feel like we need to get I think the real show here, is just how you're an animal. But I feel like we need to get a close-up on you.
Well, I can get a close-up.
I feel like we have to be analyzing it, because that's what people are here to see, is just that right there.
What?
How you're holding it and just how you're operating right now.
How am I holding this one?
Look how tight you're holding it.
Well, you got to be safe so you don't drop anything out of it.
No, John. When you squeeze it, it squeezes everything out of it. That's the problem. And you're ripping it. There's no way. I wish you guys can see it from my angle, because it is disturbing.
I disagree. See, I just think you're a little jealous. Because I'm enjoying my meal like a real human should.
And I'm enjoying mine too.
You're trying to be fancy. See, I'm not putting on airs.
I understand that, but...
I hope we showed you guys everything we ate. Okay, so we're going to finish up our meals, and then we'll come back and we'll dive into the...
Look at him playing with the french fry, rolling it around in his hand. Who does that?
What?
You're sitting there talking, holding the french fry like this.
Well, I pulled the french fry out because I was going to change segments, and I figured, hey, we're going to change segments, you know.
Now there's a sauce in here.
Yeah, I'm wondering what that is, actually. Before we switch off to actually covering the news, let's see what the hell the sauce is and what it's all about.
I think it's like a...
Like a Chipotle sauce? Or
no.
A ranch?
That's a good sauce.
It is a good sauce. I concur.
Yeah, you're going to want to try that.
I just did. So, alright guys, we'll see you in about right now with some news. So now it's time for us to dive into the news. I hope you enjoyed that meal as much as we did. I'm going to crack open another summer ale if you don't mind. There was actually...
That was good. That was good. Very heavy.
Very greasy.
Very greasy,
yes.
But, you know, what makes a good burger is the grease.
Oh yeah, if it's not clogging your arteries, it's not a good burger.
That's like a 9 out of 10 fucking meal right there. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if we went there and it wasn't soggy from the ride home.
It's actually crazy because it wasn't that far of a drive.
It happens immediately because you wrap up the hot food, the steam.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to change my pants that I dropped. I made a mess this week.
I can't believe that you would change your pants because you dropped something on them.
And this is where we differ.
Yeah, that just makes no sense to me.
I'm not going to get in my fucking bed with my sauce pants.
Well, I'm not getting in my bed with clothes on at all. I don't sleep with clothes on. I sleep naked.
Still, the fact... So when I dropped... I dipped an onion and with the sauce and it fell and it went down my shirt a little bit. Yeah, that's what that is. I should actually clean myself up. Yeah. But, John, the first thing is like, just rub it in.
Yeah.
What do you mean, rub it in?
There's no, what's the big deal? I mean, things fall. It's going to happen. It's inevitable.
So can I rub this into your shirt?
Go for it.
That's gross.
I don't care. This shirt, I'm sure, has stuff on it. Have you seen? Look at the pants. There's stains all over these pants. You know, it's just the nature of the beast, you know?
It is, but I don't know. I wouldn't get in my bed with these clothes.
Well, don't get in your bed with any clothes. You shouldn't be wearing clothes when you're sleeping anyway. You know, that's not what they designed humanity for, was for clothes.
I actually do need to get a paper towel, but knowing there's sauce all over me,
it bothers you that much?
Yeah, I have it.
All right, well, Matt gets that paper towel. I actually wanted to bring something up from last week before we dive into the news. Matt last week slammed his knee into the bar top here, and he didn't get to finish his thought about The Dark Knight Rises. It's just ridiculous to me. What kind of grown man gets up and dries their clothes off because they got sauce on it?
I would say most.
No.
Yeah, probably most. The difference is you're an animal.
I am an animal. I get that, but I feel like most people are going to side with me on this.
I can't imagine most people are going to say they would just rub whatever sauce they dropped on them into the material versus...
I mean, it's not a fucking suit. It's pajama pants.
I understand that, but...
Could have solved this by just not wearing pants either. Whatever. You know? But I forgot about the news this week.
What did you say about...
Oh, yeah. So last week, Shamrock Balls brought this up because you plowed your knee into the bar top, and when you got off topic, you were going to say something about The Dark Knight Rises, and you want to know, what were you going to say?
I don't remember what happened this morning. You want me to remember what I was talking about before I blasted my knee?
Yeah. Well, that was the best. That was my favorite part of the show. But,
I was it in the...
What?
Did you put it in the edit?
Yeah, it's in the edit. It's hysterical.
No, I don't remember.
No, I think because I was talking about how it disappoints me how you have to just defy belief in the middle. This guy fucking breaks his back, goes to Afghanistan. He, climbs out of a giant hole, and the entire world...
Afghanistan?
Yeah, somewhere in the Middle East. Everybody else is trying to get back into Gotham. Nobody can, but you know what? Batman can. Bruce Wayne can.
Because he's Batman.
And gets right back into that city. Mm-hmm. Last I checked, he doesn't have superpowers. He just,
He's super rich.
He's super rich, yeah. So I guess he gets around every government in the entire world and everything, huh?
Government, all they want is money. So, I mean, if you wave enough, why not?
Yeah, I guess you're right. And he's probably waving a bunch. So I guess you don't remember what you were going to say, huh?
I don't even remember talking about The Dark Knight, if I'm being honest.
Well, not only have you embarrassed me, but you've embarrassed yourself.
Maybe.
So anyway, diving into the news this week, before we get into Arrow Video's latest announcements, there was a couple 4K announcements this week I wanted to dive into. The first one being Vacation. The original National Lampoon's Vacation are coming to 4K.
That's exciting, especially since Christmas Vacation was a great 4K.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely welcomed. So now we're going to get the original.
The second best of the vacation movies, in my opinion.
I agree with that. Yep.
I think it goes Christmas, Vacation, Vegas Vacation, and then dead last for me is European Vacation.
I actually haven't seen Vegas Vacation.
I just rewatched that like a few months ago. I love Vegas Vacation.
Yeah, that's the last one I have to watch still. I started watching them in order, and I guess European Vacation just put the brakes on it for me. Maybe?
I don't like European Vacation. No Uncle Eddie or nothing like that.
Yeah, it was okay, but
the jokes don't hit. Not like even like the first and the third one. I feel like are very similar in comedy. Like we go to Wally World in the first one, the red Ferrari, all that stuff. John Candy popping up, the grandmother on the roof.
Yeah.
All that shit's hysterical.
Yeah, no, those are good movies. I am going to be picking that one up.
Me too. I believe that's coming out in July, and they also announced Paramount is putting out The Truman Show on 4K.
Okay.
Jim Carrey. Have you ever seen that movie?
I might have. I don't remember.
That's more.
I couldn't tell you anything about it if I have, but I might have seen that. I don't recall. That's the one like when he's on the TV or something.
Yeah, he basically the whole show revolves around him, but he doesn't know it's a show. Like he's been born into it, so it's basically like a live version of his entire life, basically reality TV. But he doesn't know he's in on it. Like
yeah.
Which I think explains my life.
I might have explained your life.
Yeah, that might explain it. Maybe I'm in my own Truman Show.
You think?
Maybe.
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
That would explain a lot.
You never know, I guess, right?
He didn't realize until he was probably in his late 30s that he was on his show. He just thought everything was going.
And how did he find out?
Well, he finds out. You got to watch the movie to figure that one out. But let's just say things start to go a little bit awry and raises some red flags for him. I don't know how it took him that long to realize he wasn't on a show, or he was on a show, because I feel like all that stuff is so set up. Someone would slip up somewhere, but I guess not. But this is where Jim Carrey shifted into more dramas. It was 98. I think it was a year after, or even the same year as Liar Liar.
Okay.
I don't know if you like dramatic versions of Jim Carrey, but he can do it.
Jim Carrey is just a comedic actor, in my opinion. And that's what I come to Jim Carrey for.
He's got some good ones. Between that and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, the guy can act. It's just he's just one of the funniest people ever, though.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Right. Yeah. It's hard to for me. It's hard to see Jim Carrey on the screen and not expect a laugh.
Yeah, I mean, he does do still some comedy in here. It's not like it's like a full-blown drama, but it's definitely more of a shift. But I enjoy it. It's got that sci-fi twist on it because, hey, why not? They build an entire fucking city underneath like a dome or whatever for the show. Which I always appreciate when they do things like that, like in the Simpsons movie, they had the giant dome, or the movie Biodome.
Biodome, Pauly Shore.
Of course you like Biodome, don't you?
Pauly Shore, yeah.
Of course you're a fan of that one, wouldn't you be?
Oh, you're not?
Pauly Shore for me is tough, man. I gotta be honest. There's something like...
I listened to him on, I think, the Steve-O podcast. They had Pauly Shore on and they were talking. I don't envy him.
Why? Because he had his voice, or how he gets treated because people don't take him seriously?
Well, that, and he's got no family.
Well, his mom was the leader, I want to say the Laugh Factory. She was the head of that, or...
I believe so, yeah.
One of those, and I forget her name is.
His dad, too.
Yeah, they were big stand-up, they ran, and I mean, I know, he's got famous parents, and his, I forget, Missy or something like that, or,
He's not married, no kids.
No, I never looked into it. It's probably his voice, to be honest.
Maybe.
I mean, I couldn't live with him.
He hangs out with Carrot Top sometimes.
That makes all the sense in the world, honestly.
I listened to the Carrot Top one, too.
So wait,
he's an interesting also.
I don't know how you fucking didn't drive your fucking truck over a fucking bridge right into oncoming traffic with fucking listening to Carrot Top, Steve-O, and fucking Pauly Shore in one podcast? Like, your ears weren't burning?
No, Carrot Top and Pauly Shore were separate.
Either way, or Steve-O's.
They're buddies in real life.
Of course they are, because no one else is going to get in a room with them with those fucking voices. I'm not.
Carrot Top's not bad.
I don't think Carrot Top's funny.
I think that's him turning it on, but just a normal bullshitting podcast, he was fine.
I know he's jacked. I know that.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, I know. When I think of Carrot Top, you know what I think of? 1-800-CALL-ATT. You remember the commercials where you're hitting the payphone?
Yeah. Now, what was the one when he was in the spandex, with Richard Simmons?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember.
Am I crazy?
No, I think
he's like in the span doing like the workout video. You know Richard Simmons?
Yeah, of course I know who Richard Simmons is.
Yeah.
I remember mostly from The Nutty Professor.
I thought Carrot Top did something with him or something along those lines. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe they're just making fun of Carrot Top. I don't know. I've seen a lot.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting them confused.
I don't know, just never was a Carrot Top guy.
Because Richard Simmons had like the Jerry curls, right? Like kind of like weird.
Yeah, he had like a little fro. Like he had just curly hair.
Yeah.
I think Richard Simmons is still alive, I'm pretty sure. Come on, girls, let's get it going!
I mean, he exercised a lot, so he could be still kicking.
I mean, from what I understand, he was fat. And
fucking Jerry Springer.
Oh, yeah, I know! That one hit.
Yeah, you know, so I haven't really thought of Jerry Springer in a long time.
But every 90s kid...
He's not really relevant anymore, I guess. But I just never realized he was that old.
Well, did you know before he got the Jerry Springer show, he was the mayor of Cincinnati? Really? He was a politician, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, and then he shifted into doing talk shows and getting the trash of the country on there every week.
Well, that's all. They were fake.
Somewhat, yeah. They staged it, obviously. Did you know that Kurt Angle was a guard on the show, and so was Goldberg at points?
On Jerry Springer?
Yeah, if you ever, I was seeing pictures, because he died, so people were sharing pictures, and they saw like Kurt Angle in the background wearing the tight black shirt with his arm crossed, because you know they used to get in the fights and get professional wrestlers, and he was a real wrestler ripping them apart. Huh. But it was, I was like,
pretty
holy
cool.
shit, Kurt Angle with hair.
Yeah, I remember when he first came to wrestling, he had hair. Well, first came to WWF, he still had hair.
Yeah, I was thinning.
Yeah.
I actually remember I bought the pay-per-view where they shaved his head.
The Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, he sucks.
But yeah, Kurt Angle was great.
I love Kurt Angle. He was one of the best. And with him and Steve Austin, he was just one of the funny guys. He had no problem making fun of himself, Kurt Angle.
Right, yeah.
He was always in on the joke.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great when he was like at the top.
Yeah.
That was like one of the best times in wrestling.
That's like one of the last great times.
That's like early 2000s.
He debuted at the end of 1999 and then like till about 2003 he was probably one of their top guys.
One of the top guys, yeah.
And then he broke his neck again after in the same match with Brock Lesnar when Brock Lesnar went for that shooting star press and missed badly.
I remember that.
Yeah, WrestleMania 19, the main event.
Wow.
Big guy like that doing a shooting star press. Anywho, so we just talked about those two. Also, this has been announced, but now you could actually pre-order it. The Toxic Avengers are coming to 4K, all of them.
All of them?
Yes, in one big collection.
Oh, I like that.
It's $139.99 right now on Amazon. A little pricey.
Okay.
I have only seen the first Toxic Avenger. Uncle V has definitely seen them all because, you know, he's a big Trauma guy. Mm-hmm. But I think the first one is fucking great. It's hysterical.
Now, where are you on that price?
That price I don't like, but I imagine that it just got announced as like you could just pre-order it today. It's the first day of pre-order, Friday, not Sunday when you guys are seeing this.
Now,
but
what does the packaging and everything look like?
From what I can tell, here I can show you. It looks like it's just one big box set in like green and black, like you know, got the Toxic Avenger.
Does it show you like a side profile?
No,
we don't know how big it is.
No, this is it so far. I imagine based on this picture, that's the front of it, and it's probably like. Because I think it's Vinegar Syndrome, so it should be really nice.
Oh, it is Vinegar Syndrome?
I'm pretty sure it's Vinegar Syndrome.
And you're on Amazon? I don't think so.
Well, let me see.
Vinegar Syndrome kind of doesn't really do anything third party.
No? Toxic Avenger Collection. Let's see who it is. No, it's Trauma putting them out themselves. 4 movies, it says. 407 minutes, August 29, 2023. Trauma putting them out themselves. That's a weird one, huh? I thought there was something, maybe they have a partnership with Vinegar Syndrome because Vinegar Syndrome has like a partnership program now. Like, but when we got the Bret Hart thing, that was, like Vinegar Syndrome didn't do the scan on that. They just kind of sold it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
They're a distributor.
I do want to see those movies, or at least the first one.
The first one's a classic.
I feel like the other 3 probably aren't good.
The other 3 are probably more in line with Romeo and Juliet. Not that the Toxic Avenger is a serious film or anything. I mean, they change actors midway through and all that stuff.
I'm thinking it could be like a Wishmaster type deal, where the first one was okay to good, where the other one, it just went down fucking hill.
I've never heard anyone really ever talk about the sequels, so, I mean, they're out there. I would like them just to release the first one.
But it would be nice to have a nice set like that.
I imagine that's going to be nice, so, and I bet you it's not going to be $140. It'll probably drop. They all come out at a really high price, and then they drop down. Like, what was the other one that you have to get for Wes Craven? What am I drawing? Swamp Thing. I didn't go to bed last night till 1 in the morning because I went to the movies after work. I got out of work at 9:30 and fucking went right to the movies. So I didn't.
What'd you see?
I saw Are You There, God? It's me and Margaret.
The fuck is that?
Well, I'm so glad that you check our channel every day. There's a review up for it.
I saw that. I saw the video post, but I didn't watch it. What is it?
It's a movie, the same director as The Edge of 17, which starred Haley Steinfeld, and Woody Harrelson that came out back in 2016. Love that movie. Great coming age movie. This is their second movie that came out 7 years after it, based on a 1970 book. You'll hate it. It's a coming-of-age dramedy about a young girl in 6th grade. Rachel McAdams plays her mom. Rachel McAdams, by the way, playing someone's mom now. Still looks beautiful. It's just getting older.
Is she old? Yeah.
She's not that old, but I guess we're getting older.
Well, she was probably in her 30s in Red Eye, and that was...
No, she was in her 20s, definitely. That was Red Eye came out the same... Actually, I do know how old she was, because... The next year after Red Eye, or the year before, she was in Mean Girls. And she was by far the oldest of the main girls. Like, Lindsay Lohan was like 17, and she was 26. So she's 27 from Red Eye. Because her mom was like 7 years older than her in that movie. Amy Poehler plays her mom, and they were only like 7 years apart, so it's kind of weird when you think about it.
Right.
You know, but yeah, no, and Rachel McAdams still looks good though. Good for Rachel McAdams. I love her. She's a great actress.
Yes. What else did I just watch? Oh, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, she's great. She's in both of those, and she's one of the only things that was good about the second season of True Detective. Her and Colin Farrell. Vince Vaughn was pretty damn bad in that, if I'm being honest.
Really?
The second season was bad.
I like Vince Vaughn.
So do I, but Vince Vaughn not doing comedy is never really the greatest. And if you say The Lost fucking World, I'll kill you. Don't you say that fucking movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a bad movie. It's one of the worst. Alright, so Arrow Video had some announcements come out today.
Okay.
You're gonna hate them.
Okay.
Except for maybe one, which is Hugo.
That's the one I might not hate?
Yeah, because Martin Scorsese directed that one.
But what is it?
It's an animated movie, so I think it might actually be his only animated movie.
He did a fucking animated movie?
Yeah, but it's like a Martin Scorsese animated movie, so it's like a love letter to cinema and movies. Because Martin Scorsese just loves movies. Forget, Martin Scorsese. Either way, or he's a fan of movies, even if he's not making the movie.
Right.
He goes to the movies all the time, no matter what. He reviews movies. He loves horror movies. He loved Pearl and X. He thought those were some of the best movies last year.
Okay.
So, Hugo's like a love letter to movies, essentially. I think you really like Hugo. So that's getting a new U.S. and Canada release.
4K or just Blu-ray?
It looks like 4K. No, limited edition Blu-ray. Nope, here's the 4K, right there.
Okay.
So yeah, you can get both. And then they got another collection of westerns called Blood Money Volume 2. 4 western movies you can buy in one big collection.
Collect the whole set?
US, UK, and Canada. And then there is a bunch of Bruce Lee releases that are coming out. Now, me and you, not big martial arts guys.
No.
But there is a lot. It's called Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest, limited edition 4K. Man, this is a big collection. It's beautiful. I wish we were into these.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Whoever's into that is definitely going to be eating good.
Yeah, no, they're getting something good. And here's one I've never heard. It's called a Fighting Back. That's a U.S. release. I've actually never heard of it.
You never heard of that?
Fighting Back?
Oh, that's a great movie.
You're kidding, right?
Yes, I've never heard of it.
No, I didn't think... Oh, well, you've heard of this... Well, you've heard of the star. Tom Skerritt?
Who?
Tom Skerritt?
How would I hear him?
You know who Tom Skerritt is. You've seen Alien.
Yeah.
He's the guy with the mustache. You know who Tom Skerritt is. He's also in... He's in Steel Magnolias, too. He's in Top Gun.
Yes.
Yeah, look, there he is in Top Gun. You don't get many men who can pull off that mustache like that.
No, that's a tough one. That's a thick stash.
I wanted a stash like I could, but the problem is I have no chin, so I had to go from lips to neck.
That's not a mustache under your lip, by the way.
No, I'm just saying if I were to just shave my beard and just have a mustache, I couldn't pull it off like that.
Why not?
Because I have no chin, so I would literally look like a fucking floating mustache. It would look stupid. It would just look bad.
I mean, it looks bad now, but...
Are you kidding me? Right now, I'm fucking... Actually, I wanted to bring this up because we've had the channel now for about 16 months. We have over 1,800 subscribers. Now, in that time period, we've had a Facebook, a Twitter, and an Instagram. Not one direct message from people trying to,
hit on us.
Hit on us at all, or bring up how good we look, or nothing.
Well, Uncle V's called me handsome a few times.
Yeah, Uncle V has, but I also feel like he just feels bad for you.
Maybe.
Because, you know, obviously you are not handsome. You know that. But me, I am pretty good looking. I'd say out of the two of us, at least.
You remind me of like a stray cat.
How?
I don't know. You're just always dirty and disheveled, and you know, hair is a mess.
That's my look.
Straight. You going for the stray cat?
I want to be unique. That's what I told you. I want to get painter's overalls and just wear that over my body and nothing underneath. Kind of like how Eddie Van Halen was back in the 80s.
It's gonna take a toll on your nipples.
I understand.
If you don't wear anything,
they get raw, right?
Yeah, you can't wear anything.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think they have
probably have to wear like a wife beater or something.
Maybe. They got tape for it too, though.
You could do that, but it's like, depending on the overalls, it's gonna be visible and it'll look weird.
No, I don't have big nipples.
No, but the tape.
Oh, the tape, yeah.
So you might want to maybe just do the wife beater.
Maybe, I'll figure it out. Wife beater blends in with my skin anyway. It won't even look like I'm wearing a shirt.
Right.
Except for my nice chest.
We'll cover up all that fucking whatever color hair that is.
It's like a strawberry blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
I guess, yeah.
On top of my milky white skin that everyone loves.
I don't think that's true.
Okay. You don't have to think it's true. It's not about you.
No.
But that was it as far as news this week.
That's it.
Yeah. What did you? I mean, I knew Arrow, I'm going to be honest, disappointed me a little bit, but they have some good stuff coming out in the May and June, so I'll forgive them for this. Plus, I'll be getting Hugo.
You want to do a little show and tell before we jump into the questions?
Yeah, because you have some stuff you want to show off.
Yeah, so I you keep talking to the kids.
All right, I'll bullshit while you go get all that.
I grab this.
So besides Matt just getting a new Mustang this week, well, you can't get a new Mustang if it came out 20 years ago. But he also got some old video game systems from some people that he knows. I didn't get anything this week, actually. It's been a slow week. No new 4Ks. This week, Matt's going to be reviewing Deep Impact. But the week after, I finally get my Superman 4Ks. And I'll be doing those reviews coming up, which I'm really excited about.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
Keep talking.
You got a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna grab everything. I'm just gonna grab the highlights.
Make sure you grab Flipper.
Yep, it's in my hand.
Because that's one I want to talk about, because that was what I was trying to remember. There is a lot of Flipper remakes out there, which really blows my mind how many people like Flipper. You just wouldn't think that there was that property would have that many remakes and TV shows. It's fucking Flipper. I mean, I don't get it. But what else is going on in the world
I didn't realize Flipper was Elijah Wood.
Well, there's also the Flipper TV show that has fucking Jessica Alba on it that I remember watching when I was on strike for my job. And then also that Flipper's Elijah Wood and Paul Hogan from Crocodile Dundee.
Yes. So my uncle was cleaning out his basement or his attic or whatever the hell he was cleaning out. And he knows that I collect all this shit. So he's like, I have all this stuff. Do you want it before I throw it away? So I'm just... There's a stack of like other not too really impressive stuff over there. But I brought just the highlights. So I got another N64. So this is like...
What, your sixth?
This is like my fourth or fifth Nintendo 60. Well, I got one over there.
You got the watermelon colored one, right?
So this is probably like my fifth N64. I got a bunch of them. So we could have some pretty crazy N64 parties.
Yes, we can.
And then... I got a couple VHSs, The Fugitive.
Fucking love that movie.
VHS.
I love that movie. One of my favorites, actually, right there.
Batman 89.
No,
now this is
that's the one I had, actually.
This is actually my second copy. I have two Batman 89.
Yeah, because I gave you the other one.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did. You're right.
Fuck, that's you. Just every time I give you a gift, you forget.
No, you know what it was? Because I bought a pack of the Batman VHSs, but it was only Batman Returns, Forever, and Batman and Robin. I was missing that one.
Wow.
And you got it from Alex, right?
Well, you didn't have to tell him I was regifting it. You know what I mean?
He regifted. And then a movie neither of us have heard
No, I never even heard of Metro.
Metro with Eddie Murphy. Now, this kind of looks like a 48 Hours type movie.
Now,
or
never seeing that
or a buddy cop movie.
Now, never seeing that movie based on the cover. Did this movie come out in 1989 or 1990? I'm curious because based on that cover.
I'm not seeing a date.
Oh wow, I was way off. 97.
Really?
Yeah. I don't even remember seeing a trailer for this movie.
I don't see a date on here.
Oh, that's it.
Also available on DVD, though, it says.
Oh, wow. Well, they were coming around. 1997, Metro. Here it is. That's the poster. Box office had made $32 million. Doesn't have a budget on it.
Unbelievable action, it says. Eddie Murphy's back in top form.
Distributed by Disney.
Siskel and Ebert gave it 2 thumbs up.
Wow. So it's got to be somewhat decent.
And then I have a sealed copy of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
You could put it next to your sealed copy of your Blu-rays that you never opened.
I could. There was also a gift from John.
Yeah.
So we got
If
those.
that VHS gets... Oh, and you never even opened the Blu-rays because you got the 4Ks, right?
Nope. And then Flipper in the white clamshell.
Let me see that. Hold on before you go any further. Ugh. No, it doesn't smell like the plastic. It smells like cigarettes.
Does it?
Yeah.
I definitely don't smell cigarettes at all in that. But, okay.
Due to my poor vision, I have better senses with my eyes and ears.
That is a true statement.
It's science.
And then also, I don't know if I'm going to have a use for these, but these are sealed blank VHS tapes.
Well,
so,
if you're ever out of town on a Sunday and you need to record the big game, you plug that into your VHS.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do, but I just think it's cool to have a brand new VHS cassette tape, just in case, because I have VCRs, so who knows? For some reason, we might find a use for that.
Well, we have AI now, so thank God you have a blank VHS.
Yes. And then this is...
The coup de grace.
The creme de la creme. This is the good one. And this is a boxed Sega Genesis.
I remember this one.
Now, this is the original Genesis.
Yeah, the Master Mega Drive, right?
I've
always been confused by that with Sega, but the Mega Drive is the Genesis, right?
Mega Drive was the UK version.
Okay.
So this in UK was called Mega Drive, but this is the Genesis version 1. Okay. There was 3 Genesises.
Yeah, my dad had a different model. The one that
I had the version 2,
okay. I think that's the one my dad
square.
Had. Yes.
Which is a perfect square, and then the 3 is like miniature. It's like really, really small.
That I don't think I've seen in person.
Yeah, that one's very, very tiny, and I think it says like Genesis with a 3 through it.
So is that like the end of the generation when they got the 32X on there and all that
Well,
stuff?
you can plug a 32X right into this.
Because it just goes in the disc, cartridge drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you would plug in this, which game? Oh my God!
Yeah.
The Bernstein Bears.
Yeah, and the game and the one. Well, it came with Sonic the Hedgehog and then the Bernstein Bears, and I specifically remember because this was my cousin's, and that's where it came from. And I remember coming over, and we would play this. It was she would be playing this all the time when I came over, and I used to enjoy this game a lot. And I forgot that I don't know the deal with the Sega Club stuff. I don't know if you had to send away for these, but I have a couple over there. But I remember actually this was a really fun game to play.
I'm sure. I read the books. I never really played the game.
I actually am excited to pop that in one day. But I've been looking for... This is my second Genesis console now, but I've been looking for a clean box for a long time.
Now that box looks brand new, other than the faded white a little bit.
Well, there's a little fold in it. It's a little weathered. It's not perfect, but you know
like
what?
89, 90? It's old.
This is early 90s, yeah. So this is very exciting. Glad to have this in the collection.
Yeah.
And then last but not... well, put this away. You talk to me. And I got 2 more things over the week. I was listening to a Hollywood Babylon, and something came up where they were talking about Tammy and the T-Rex. And I remember this has been, I guess,
High on Life.
it was in High on Life, but it was out of print, I think, through Vinegar Syndrome. But I was like, oh, let me just see. I went on Amazon, $32 for 4K. No slipcover.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's disappointing because Vinegar Syndrome usually has some really nice slipcovers.
Yeah, so...
Good disc design.
Yeah, great disc design. And it is double-sided.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
But if you look at it, it's almost the same. So this
There's actually a difference?
Yes, there's a difference. So that's the regular one, and then that is the new one.
What did they do? Add more characters, it looks like?
Yep.
But they did keep
They
it...
took the same thing and then just
added more characters. They even have the girls in the same place. I guess she's Tammy?
Yep. But I got it because I'm a big Paul Walker fan.
You know, one thing about Paul Walker, since we've been hammering through the Fast and Furious movies, I didn't realize how long he's been acting. He was a child actor before he got into the...
Was he?
Yeah.
I thought this was like one of his first movies.
Well, that's mid-90s. I think the first movie he did was in like 92 or something like that. But yeah, he was acting a long time. I love Paul Walker, but he was never the greatest actor.
Nah, but, you know, we love the Buster.
Yeah, we do.
So, Tammy and the T-Rex, excited to check that out. And today, Friday, release day of Star Wars Jedi Jedi Survivor.
Yeah,
yes.
The sequel to Fallen Order.
The sequel to Fallen Order. I'm very excited to jump into this. I don't know when I'm going to jump into this. I still haven't even finished Resident Evil 4. And you haven't either, actually.
Nope.
And you're ahead of me, I think.
I am. I'm in chapter 9 or 10 or so.
Yeah.
I don't have much left. I'm stuck. That's why. And I don't want to go in there and throw the controller. So
you're just never going to beat it.
I've been playing, and I actually wanted to talk to you quickly about this. Forza Horizon. I've been playing the rally.
I jumped into that the other day.
Did you notice?
Not the rally. I didn't jump in a rally. Because like I said, we just got the Mustang, so I jumped in. I want to see what Mustangs were in there.
Do they have the one you have?
No.
Okay, well, as far as the rally goes, there's a station there called Epitaph Radio. And they have Offspring and playing on it.
Really?
Yeah, and like some fucking like Offspring songs you wouldn't expect from Smash, Ignition.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting stuff. Now, I want to say some of the earlier Forzas had Epitaph Radio also, but I don't remember ever hearing Offspring stuff.
I heard a Pennywise song, and I heard
no shit.
I always forget their names. Another ones who own
Bad Religion.
Yeah, Bad Religion. I heard
Yeah.
it sounded like Crazy Taxi, but the songs were surprising. It wasn't like the big hits. It was a bunch of stuff that we would know because we know.
My buddy Rick actually just messaged me and said he's getting Offspring tickets this summer for Jones Beach, and was seeing if we wanted to go. I was like,
the last time we saw them,
the last time might have been the last time. You know?
They're getting really old, and it's noticeable.
Specifically Noodles and Dexter, I guess. But
I mean, Dexter's 57, I want to say, and Noodles in his 60s. And, you know, it's just hard to take them seriously as punk rockers now.
We might have to hang it up, unfortunately, and that's our favorite band.
It is. I have a tattoo also.
We both have Offspring tattoos, so I mean...
Yours is way better than mine.
I mean, if you look at mine really close, the red is not matching with my top fucking tattoo.
Well, that's just because that one's more weathered. This one, it's way too small. So that stuff's been like that. I don't know. I don't like this one. I got it when I was 18. Eventually, I'm gonna
get it fixed.
Fixed and better outline.
Yeah, get it and then get stuff around it. I actually really want to get the album cover to Americana.
Oh, Americana.
Yeah, but the back where the kid's on the swing, but the one on the back, the leg is missing. Well, it's the bloody swing, and then there's like a B, I think.
Yeah, because they're trying to say you got hurt.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought Americana. Anyway, we also have some questions this week that we want to dive into.
Okay.
All right, we're going to dive right into those right now. All right, our first one is from Adolfo Rivera. He asked this question last week. Second question, he asked, if you have to live on an island, and you can take only one filmography, which director filmography would you take? Ooh. Tarantino or James Cameron?
Oh, he gave us two to choose from.
Yep, you can only...
Tarantino or James Cameron?
I already know my answer, and it hurts to say.
I think I know what you're saying, and I might have to agree.
See, I'm taking Tarantino. Like, Tarantino, every one of his movies is good. James Cameron, I don't need Piranha 2. I don't need the Avatar movies personally. You can just take those. I will obviously miss the first two Terminator movies because the Terminator is my favorite movie of all time, and Terminator 2 is right there with it, just barely tailing it.
Well, I don't know if you take
Aliens.
Yeah, nah, fucking, I'm taking James Cameron.
Yeah, taking James Cameron.
Yeah.
You will love True Lies whenever you fucking catch up to it. I know that.
I'm gonna have to go with Cameron because I can't leave T1 and T2 on the table, and I absolutely love Aliens.
Aliens is great.
For me, I do love Tarantino. He's one of my favorites, but I think his first three are easily his best, and I don't...
You're not a Kill Bill guy, so like...
No, I don't really like Kill Bill, and I don't really need the rest.
I understand that, but, you know, leaving Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown behind... And
those are like the first three.
Those are his first three in a row, yeah. But leaving, like, if I would have to lose those forever...
lose those...
You know, that's tough. And I like the Kill Bill.
T1, T2, T3, Aliens.
Yeah, he'd make those in a fucking... And then The Abyss. I really like The Abyss, but, you know, he's got the Avatar movies, and that's all he wants to keep making, so...
The Avatar's probably the only miss, in my opinion, I guess.
Yeah, Titanic's fucking great. He did that. Yeah, I mean, I guess Piranha too, but...
Come on, you really? Still Tarantino?
Still taking Tarantino.
Even after we're talking about it? Yeah. James Cameron...
No, I love Quentin Tarantino's. He's my favorite director of all time. I cherish pretty much all of his movies, like almost all of them. So that's a great question, Adolfo.
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I like how we have different answers.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I thought you were going to agree with me.
I was going to until I thought about it.
All right, this one's a fun one. Anthony Gonzalez asked us, F1, Marry One, Kill One. Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Pigeon Lady from Home Alone 2. And Honey Bunny from Pulp Fiction. Very curious on what you guys decide.
Honey Bunny from Pulp Fiction.
She's the one in the beginning with Tim Roth's character, like, I'm going to execute every last one of us.
Okay, she's a kill.
She's a kill? That's my fuck.
All right, well, see, I'm
killing Large Marge.
I'm unfamiliar with Large Marge.
Oh, well, I'm telling you. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. Her name is Large Marge. Does it sound attractive to you?
No. See, I'm unfamiliar, but the one in Pulp Fiction, she's got like a crazy voice. So what is it? Kill one, marry one, fuck one?
Yeah, fuck, marry, kill.
Marry, kill.
So I'm marrying the pigeon lady.
Yeah,
like
she's the nicest.
And I don't have to fuck her. I just got to marry her.
Yeah.
So
like any marriage.
Exactly. So we're in a marriage. She looks. I mean, although she does look a little batshit crazy. She's living in Central Park with a bunch of birds.
Right. Well,
but I could train her. She'll be a good home wife, I guess. But yeah, Large Marge has got to go. I can't.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have the same answer.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, fucking what's her name might be a little clingy, Honey Bunny, but
yeah.
At least it doesn't look like she's a bad one-off.
Yeah, I guess I've had worse.
You had worse? I've had better. All right, that was a great question, too. Uncle V, he asked us, he said that he voted for us to eat cannolis today, but he just wants to get but I need to see the Ford, so that's what we're going to do at the very end.
We got 2 Fords to show you. Uncle.
Yeah, we do. Maybe we'll show him the Nissan, too.
we could. Actually, we should show him the Nissan.
Yeah. And then our last 2 questions are from Kevin L., and he asked, what are your 5 movies you would force Matt to watch to torture him? Same question for Matt. What are 5 movies you would watch to torture John with?
Oh, I got this. All right, so to torture John, let's go 1 for 1.
Okay, well, my first one, I thought of the movie, you never even heard of it, but it's Charlie Kaufman, this movie called Synecdoche, New York.
Okay.
You have to, it's all subtext. The movie gives you nothing. You have to read between the lines on you would fucking hate this movie.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I would make you watch it.
Well, I'm going to, just recency biased, we're popping in Iron Man 2.
Why? I don't
It's a great movie.
It's terrible.
It's a great fucking movie.
It's by far the worst MCU movie.
Wrong. I think
far.
Dark World is probably the worst.
Oh, that's the second worst, but it's not worse than Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 is
terrible?
top 10.
What? How many Marvel movies have there been? 30?
30.
30? So that's number 30 for me. I would put Dark World before that fucking piece of shit. I would also put Eternals, and I'm not a big Eternals guy above that. No, Iron Man 2 was terrible.
Iron Man 2 is great.
The other movies I was trying to think of, I was thinking, you know what? What's another movie Matt would hate? Well, Matt hates subtitles. So I'd probably give you some, I'd give you even though I don't think it's a bad movie, I'm going to take you back to Seven Samurai. From the 1950s. That's a classic, but I know you would just be...
Yeah, that'd be a tough watch for me also. Let's see. Oh, I got a good one. Maybe Transformers 3.
That's the worst one. That is the worst one.
Yeah. The third one, right? The third one had Shia LaBeouf? He did 3 of them?
He did the first 3.
Because Megan Fox was in the first 2.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so...
That's what Dark Side of the Moon is the second one, right? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. Great movies.
Are you excited for the new one that's coming out? I heard
Beast Wars?
People saw it at CinemaCon and they said it was unwatchable.
Really?
So, which means you're going to fucking love it.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame to hear.
Yeah, but has that ever deterred you? Because you keep going back to those god-awful movies for some odd reason. I'll never, ever understand why.
They're good movies. I like them.
Oh my god.
Specifically the first 2 are really good.
Yeah. All right.
They're really good.
The first one's watchable.
And the Mark Wahlberg ones, I stayed away from for a long time. Turns out, had a great time.
Of course you did.
Had a great time.
I haven't even seen them. I was done. I saw 3 and that was it.
I couldn't believe it.
Why would I go back?
I couldn't believe it.
Although I did see Bumblebee with Haley
Bumblebee was awesome.
I like Bumblebee.
Very good.
John Cena was pretty good in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually pretty damn good. I would give you the movie Metropolis. It's a silent movie from the 1920s. It's probably the movie that turned the sci-fi genre into the sci-fi genre, but there's no dialogue. So I'm sure you would love sitting there and watching that one.
Okay. What's something else John publicly hates? Oh, I guess any of the Resident Evil movies.
Oh yeah, they're all terrible.
Yeah, no, they're all good.
Even the one I saw at you a couple of years ago was terrible.
Yeah, the Raccoon City one. That was a bummer.
That should have been way better. Should have been way better. I do
agree with that.
That was god awful. I was trying to think of, because Matt doesn't also really thought-provoking horror movies either. He likes horror movies, but he likes junk horror. So I would give Matt. I think Matt would like I'm gonna give Matt The Witch, which is a real slow burn horror movie that is just building dread. And plus, Matt also doesn't like supernatural horror. It actually scares him, so he'll have a
Paranormal Activity is terrifying.
Yeah,
it's terrifying.
Something you don't see. So you would be petrified of The Witch.
Let's see.
You haven't said one movie that I despise, and thank God.
And I'm a fan?
I don't know if you're a huge fan.
Do I own it?
Yes, you do. You own the 4K.
Huh.
I want to burn that 4K.
I don't think I'll get there.
The Goonies.
Oh, really? Yeah, I would have never got there.
I hate the Goonies. Goonies never say die. I wish.
I would have never got there.
I hate that movie so much.
Lost World.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to watch The Lost World.
I watched
Jurassic Park.
I watched that last year for the channel, and I think that's it. I think I'm done.
Never again.
Never again. No reason to. I was frustrated the whole time.
That is a shame, because that's a good movie.
I don't see how. I don't.
It's a fun one. I like it.
There's only one great Jurassic Park. I realized, but over the course of the, I don't like movies really where animals are involved. I realize for some reason, like anything like that. It's just I don't
really like Air Bud.
Well, Air Bud's different.
Homeward Bound.
I don't remember Homeward Bound.
What?
Dogs are different. I know that's a dog movie.
It's an animal. It's not a dog movie. There's cats too, and wildlife.
Yeah.
What about Free Willy?
Oh, I love Free Willy.
Yeah, so
okay, well, all right. Maybe it's not animals.
Yourself.
Yeah, I did. You're right. You're right. Maybe dinosaurs. I mean, I've only seen really one great dinosaur movie. And if you say The Land Before Time, I swear to God, there's fucking 44 of those movies, I think, out there right now.
First handful are pretty good.
First one is good. First one.
Here's a good one. This is I'd give you a Serbian film.
I don't want to ever see that again. You know what I realized about a Serbian film?
What?
When I saw Evil Dead Rise last week, people are all talking about how fucked up it is. A Serbian film, because it's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen, it's actually ruined me as a person. That I'm like, well, you know what? It's not that gory because I've seen a Serbian film.
Yeah.
So nothing can ever reach that level again. I hope.
Right.
I hope. Because I don't want to do that again.
Have you watched Hellfest yet?
No. I own it too. I bought it.
Did you get the 4K?
No.
Just the Blu-ray?
Maybe I gotta look. I know I bought it last year to watch it for Halloween because you've been bugging me for like 3 years about that.
I just hope it lives up to the hype because I absolutely love that movie.
It looks like a movie I would like. It definitely looks like a movie I would like.
It's a good one.
Okay. And then our very last question. That was a fun question.
Yeah, I like that.
What are your favorite fan theories? Example, Kevin from Home Alone is Jigsaw. So do you,
What?
Well, there's these you never really looked into fan theories on movies?
No.
Well, there's a bunch of them. There's always I'll give you the two that I think are my favorite fan theories. The first one is The Rock from 1996. Sean Connery is James Bond. That's a big fan theory because he went into Guantanamo Bay in the 1970s. He was a caught MI6 agent who's been thrown in Guantanamo Bay. So, and look at all the fucking skills he has. It only makes sense that he is James Bond.
But they don't say.
No, that's why it's called a fan theory. Because you don't get the hard, concrete facts. So for me, that's my favorite one. Also, from last year, Top Gun Maverick, I actually told you this one. When he hits Mach 10 and the plane destroys and everything like that, he lands and then he walks into that diner and they ask him why. He's like, where am I? And they're like, Earth. That's all a dream after that. He died in that plane crash.
Really?
Yeah. That's a big fan theory. And actually, I want to actually believe that fan theory because it makes more sense than the actual movie. Think about it. Everything kind of goes his way after that.
Has Tom Cruise made a statement?
No. It's just a theory, you know?
Gotcha.
Again, because everything kind of works out.
It's like an alternate
Yeah, it's just if you choose to believe it. Like
so. All right, so I guess I'm familiar with like fan theories for Lost.
Oh,
the show Lost.
I forgot you were a big Lost guy.
Who directed that again?
Well, J.J. Abrams was involved with it, right?
Yeah, it was J.J. Yep.
I've never actually watched Lost all the way through, and people love Lost. The problem with Lost is that came out at a time when there was a lot of filler. Like those seasons are like 24 episodes. There's like 6 of them. Or something.
I think I've watched Lost 3 times.
Oh my god.
I love Lost.
I know you love Lost.
You should give it a shot.
A lot of people loved Lost. I tried.
It was really good. Oh, you tried? How far did you get?
Episode 3. Twice.
Really?
I turned it off both times.
Wow.
I have a hard time with TV though, because I always go back to movies, and then like TV.
See, I like TV shows sometimes more because they're like, so you don't have to dedicate as much time to it per sitting, where it's longer in the end. It's like a very long movie, but you watch in bite-sized segments. You know, I think TV shows are better for people who have less time.
That is true, but
because
with movies,
you can't like not everybody can watch even a 90-minute movie fucking every day or in one sitting or whatever, you know?
I'm sure people now in 2023 have a real hard time.
Yeah, I know I do. So, I mean, sometimes a TV show makes that a little bit easier.
A TV show does, and then we all circle back.
And you get to stay with it longer, and there's more story, and there's more content, and, you know.
But that's the exact reason why I like movies, because I like that a movie, it wraps it up. Like, you get your conclusion. A show, you might get a conclusion in 4 years, and it might not even be satisfying. I'm looking at you, Game of Thrones, because, you know, like, you wait all that time, and then it disappoints, and it ruins the whole thing. At least if a movie ruins the ending,
and speaking of Lost, if anybody's watched Lost, can you explain that to me? Is he dead? Is he alive? Are they on the island? Did they get off the island? Still don't know. So,
oh, that's hysterical. I don't know. I can't really help you.
Yeah, you've never seen it. I want you to watch it just to explain it to me.
I could definitely explain it, but maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll slip those in there. I'll start watching that when I haven't. Because I always just throw on, like, episodes of Scrubs or Always Sunny when I have free time. Or...
See, for me, Lost, like, I think there's 6 seasons. The first 4, phenomenal. And then it gets a little fucky. And then it's like, I don't know. I watched it all the way through, but like the first 4 are amazing, and then they start playing with time, and it gets very, very confusing.
I don't know. I understand that. Well, I think we answered that question to our best of ability, since you don't really know any movie fan theories. And I have my 2 favorites. Those are the ones I subscribe to. I believe that those are true.
Okay.
So those are the ones when I watch the movie. When I watch The Rock, I look at Sean Connery as James Bond.
Okay.
You know? Just remember that the cool kids go home and fuck the prom queen. All right? Right. But I think that's it for us here. We're gonna go outside and show you guys the Fords, and maybe we'll show you my the old 2017 Ultima, and that's how we'll wrap up the show. So for everyone else who's not really interested in that, we'll be seeing you next week. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and tell all your friends about us. New 2004 Mustang.
New to me.
Yes, not new to the world.
So I don't know if you've been following us for a while. You saw my old toy, which
we actually had it in another video. We showed it off.
Yeah, we showed that off, and I just didn't get a lot of use. I couldn't justify the price of it, so I said, you know what? Let me get rid of that. Let me get a car that I can actually use, and I'll use the rest of the money to redo some stuff in the house.
Yep.
So I put a little money in my pocket, paid off some debt, and I got myself a new toy.
Yep.
So this is a 2004 Mustang Mach 1. It's got 56,000 miles on it, so it's still pretty new in that.
Your car's, this has 56,000 miles on it?
Yeah.
My car is 88,000 or 84,000 or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
So it's a 17. Here's a 04.
Yeah. So kind of low mileage, but you know, it's very clean. I fell in love with the blue. I was looking at the pictures. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. I'm not sure if I like the wheels. And then I saw it in person, and I said, oh, no. I like this car a lot. I fell in love with it. The interior is very clean. I'm very happy with it. I put a new radio in it yesterday. It's the only thing I really did so far. There's some little odds and ends I want to do to make it my own, but I really like it. I'm enjoying driving it. The 5-speed manual is a lot of fun to drive around with, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Big Ford guy. Yep. Big Ford guy. And then this is the daily that really doesn't get driven daily either. I don't want to say it's neglected, but this one has to live outside only because it's really big and doesn't fit in the garage. Too tall, too long. But when I had all the toys, like I still have quads and stuff like that, but when I had the big trailer, I needed a tow rig. So I got the old F-250 here. She's treated me real good. This has got 205,000 miles on it, but being a diesel, that's really not a lot of miles.
You've had it for 8 years. I remember when you got it in 15.
This is a 2003.
Yeah, so both your cars are from the early 2000s, and then my car, which we'll spin over here for, here is a 2017 Nissan Altima Midnight Edition. Now it's got a custom paint job on it because I got the racing stripe down the side.
Yep, that's all custom.
Yep, I fell asleep on my way home from work. I usually used to stop at a Burger King parking lot on my way home to take a quick snooze or a siesta before I went home, but that day I didn't. I dozed off, slammed the guardrail, but it woke me right up. So I kept going. I felt bad for the guy behind me because he must have been so fucking confused because I slapped the guardrail and I said, fuck it. I mean, the car still was fine. So you get that. On the back, I got rear-ended. On the left hand here, I slid into a brick wall. The front end is actually pretty good. The bumper's a little crumbled because I've hit some curbs and stuff throughout my time of driving with it. So this thing's pretty much hit everything, but you know, it still works, still runs great.